Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to KPW War Zone. It is I, Tapey Styles, calling the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. And we are 5 days away from our next monthly special event, KPW Destiny, February 22nd, 9/8 Central, right here on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. But before we get to Destiny, we have 4 high-octane, high-intensity matches to bring to you here tonight. As later on tonight, we'll be seeing Kabuki go one-on-one against the Scrapyard Saint solo. Also to come, 2 of the Twitch division's most heated combatants slugging it out in the center of the ring. The director, Steven Gielberg, going one-on-one against Popcorn Poppy. And of course, our main event later on in the night, the 2 #1 contenders for the KPW World Heavyweight Championship, the Heartthrob Popo, the Pitbull K-Dog, having to put their differences aside for one night only to take on the War Machine, Slarty, the Mastermind, Sigma Shuko, the First Nation, in a star-studded tag team main event. But coming up next, for the KPW Hardcore Championship, the King of Stego Style, the previous KPW Hardcore Champion, Corey Sinclair, looks to go up against the Shape of the Future, Ricky Rhombus, our current reigning, defending Hardcore Champion in his first ever defense of the belt. But before we get right into the action, our resident interviewer Roger on standby with the Rhinestone Cowboy, the #1 contender to the KPW Twitch Championship, the Sauce.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest tonight. The first confirmed entrant in the 2025 Lethal Lottery match next month at Spring Stampede. The first ever KPW Twitch champion, as well as the first ever Lethal Lottery match winner. I'm of course talking about the Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce. 2 weeks ago, we saw Popcorn Poppy take one of your prized possessions, your patented Stetson hat. I gotta admit here, you had that one coming.
Had that one coming? What the hell happened to basic journalism? You've taken one too many blows to the head. The Sauce got plenty of those locked and loaded for you, Popcorn Poppy. Week in, week out. You're gonna get hurt bad, my friend. Real bad. The Sauce could have forgiven you costing the Battle Royal last month. The Sauce could have forgiven your desperate urge to get an autograph in the locker room. You take the Sauce's prized hat? Now it's personal. If you thought those 4 months on the shelf was bad enough, you're gonna learn to miss the 4 months you've been back, because you won't be coming back.
Hey Mang, you missed this tang on my head? Didn't think this hat looked all that great on a prima donna bitch like yourself. So Popcorn Poppy reached out to the Kumite faithful for some second opinions. It's a good tang I did, 'cause it was a way better idea than just burning the damn tang. You want this hat back? You gotta sweeten the pot for your boy. I wanna kick your ass, but I wanna make absolutely sure that you got nobody to fall back on. 2 weeks' time, I want you in a barbed wire brawl. You beat me? Use that bonus to buy a new hat, you whiny bitch. I beat you like these people know I will. You lace up that ego and walk it off, you whiny bitch. See you then.
Oh my God, a barbed wire brawl in 2
That's
weeks.
all the time we have. Back to you at ringside for our KPW Hardcore Championship bout.
The Sauce wasn't finished with your candy ass, Roger. You stop running. The Sauce is gonna get a warm-up today.
What a bombshell here. The sauce is going to be nowhere clear of the woods after Saturday night at Destiny. He still has Popcorn Poppy waiting in the wings for him 2 weeks' time in a barbed wire brawl match? Quite possibly the most brutal match ever devised in KPW history. We have only seen it one time before. Coincidentally, it would be a match that would be perfectly suited for a man like the King of Stego Style, the challenger here tonight, Corey Sinclair. And speaking of challenges, he has one hell of a challenge to overcome here tonight as he squares up against the hardcore champion, Ricky Rhombus. In championship action, Ricky Rhombus holding 2 victories over the head of Corey Sinclair. Can he repeat history once again and make it 3-0? Corey Sinclair opening the bout with a super kick, but Ricky came prepared there, locking in an ankle lock to kick off tonight's action. As Ricky Rhombus tosses Corey Sinclair out of the ring. Corey pulling Ricky Rhombus's legs underneath the bottom rope. Action already out of control, already spiraling to the outside in front of the Kumite faithful here tonight in the Kumite Center. Action returning to the ring. Corey Sinclair looking for another super kick. Catching Ricky Rhombus in the chest there. Corey ramming Ricky's head into the post, and Ricky's been split wide open, ladies and gentlemen. Corey Sinclair has been on one hell of a streak the past several weeks. He's been more aggressive than we've ever seen him before here in KPW. Last week we saw him essentially fight a 2-on-1 handicap match against the Coney Island Express and win and live to tell the tale. Corey going for the first cover in this bout. 1 count. Repeated strikes to the head, consistently targeting that exposed wound on the forehead of the hardcore champion, Ricky Rhombus. Ricky backed into the corner, but he's gonna fight back the best that he can. He's fighting with obscured vision. Super kick sending Ricky Rhombus back down to the floor. Corey Sinclair displaying a little bit of in-ring dominance here tonight. Getting a bit territorial here tonight on War Zone. Irish whip reversal. Corey Sinclair firmly in control of this hardcore championship bout here. Hooking the legs, center of the ring. 2 count. Corey Sinclair looking for a moonsault. Nobody home, however. You know, Ricky Rhombus could go the distance if need be. He's got plenty of gas in the tank. It was just a couple months ago during the course of the Golden Gauntlet round robin tournament that we saw Ricky Rhombus pick up a 12-point streak. A damn near perfect record here. And what the hell is this? The Holy Pimp Slug Daddy marching down to the ring. Interference is legal in a bout like this. Hardcore rules apply. And once again, Corey Sinclair caught in a 2v1 situation. He didn't pick this fight, however. Ricky Rhombus, Slug Daddy, seemingly on the same side, looking to isolate the bigger threat in the King of Stego style, Corey Sinclair. Slug Daddy intervening with a clothesline to Corey Sinclair. A former hardcore champion in his own right, the Holy Pimp Slug Daddy, looking to reaffirm his status in the division. Rolling wheel kick sending Slug Daddy out of the ring as the action picks up the focus once again between champion and challenger. Step up enziguri to the back of the neck of Ricky Rhombus. Corey looking to get even with Slug Daddy with a springboard acai moonsault to the outside. Irish whip into the guardrail goes Ricky Rhombus. Corey Sinclair firmly in control here. Hardcore championship on the line. Corey Sinclair just laying in super kick after super kick on the champion and the Holy Pimp Slug Daddy, looking for the Holy Roller on the floor. As we've received word that the heartthrob Popo has entered the Kumite Center here tonight ahead of the tag team main event bout. For the heartthrob Popo, the Pitbull K-Dog, just 5 nights ahead of their world championship bout against the Viceroy Jedi, the reigning defending record-setting world heavyweight champion, having to work past their differences, having to coexist against the First Nation Slarty and Shuko. Top rope moonsault from Corey Sinclair. Corey looking to go for a second moonsault here. He's taking the time to rub it in. He should have been quicker on the execution, however. This is a perfect chance for Ricky Rhombus to capitalize, and capitalize he does. Sitting reverse armbar, trying to weaken the arms of Corey Sinclair, trying to neutralize one of Corey Sinclair's best maneuvers in the game, one of the most deadliest maneuvers across all of KPW, that patented oil spill. Back suplex from the champion Ricky Rhombus. Corey looking to go for a Mongolian chop. Ricky Rhombus catches him and goes for a side Russian leg sweep. Rolling wheel kick into the corner. Ricky Rhombus looking to go 3-0 against Corey Sinclair here tonight. Corey Sinclair looking to make history and become the first ever 2-time KPW Hardcore Champion. Corey gets whipped into the turnbuckle, drop kicks his way out of danger, out of harm's way. Arm elbow tie up, tossing Ricky Rhombus out of the ring and down to the floor once again. Corey's looking to go get a bit froggy here. Handspring moonsault over the top rope, down to the floor. Referee making the pin. And Ricky just barely got the shoulder up that time. Ricky Rhombus catching that super kick attempt once again, trying to neutralize the legs of Corey Sinclair now. Corey's preferred method of striking. You know how dangerous those super kicks can be, those rolling wheel kicks. And of course, his deadliest move of all, the meteor strike, that scissors kick to the back of the head. Corey Sinclair neutralizing the Holy Pimp Slug Daddy on the outside. He can only just stand there and watch. He's choosing to conserve his energy here tonight. Leapfrog from Corey Sinclair. Cross body. And Corey's got him sized up for the meteor strike. This could be it. Championship on the line. And Corey Sinclair makes history. Corey Sinclair with pure rage, pure vitriol, pure determination, being able to get even with Ricky Rhombus on such a large scale here tonight, being able to overcome the odds once again, that 2v1 being no factor whatsoever. As I'm receiving word from the board of directors, they have greenlit Corey Sinclair's next bout here on Warzone next week. It'll be Corey Sinclair going one-on-one against the Holy Pimp Slug Daddy. No interference allowed. We wish congratulations to the King of Stego Style, Corey Sinclair, for a massive victory here tonight on Warzone. And to think this was the way that we would start tonight's edition of Warzone, kicking off things as hardcore as it's ever been. First, it was the announcement from Popcorn Poppy challenging the Sauce to a barbed wire brawl match in 2 weeks' time on Warzone. And to follow it up with a hardcore title change from Ricky to Corey. And now coming up next, more singles action ahead as Kabuki, a man that's been on the rise, a rising star in the past several weeks of KPW, trying to work his way up the ranks through the Twitch division, maybe even the World Heavyweight division, as he looks to take on the Scrapyard Saint solo in singles competition. Solo marching his way down to ringside here. A man that's been recuperating for the past 2 weeks after being assaulted post-match by Steven Gilbert, that sick, deranged bastard of a director. As he's just been on a rampage trying to make the greatest snuff film of all time. So looking to regain his footing here in KPW. But first, he's got one hell of a combatant to overcome here tonight in Kabuki. Lead official Slapthigh Jones calling the action right down the middle. Solo as always. And speaking of Solo, he's squaring up with one of the most agile combatants across all of KPW and Kabuki. If he's gonna want any chance whatsoever to overcome a man like Kabuki, he's gonna need to take the pace back back a bit. He's gonna need to dial it down and catch Kabuki off tempo here for a chance at survival. And Zagiri counter from Solo to Kabuki. Solo with the early lead. Kabuki and Solo both representing different regions of the country. Kabuki, a Midwestern man through and through. Solo, right in the heart of the Pacific Northwest. Throat thrust from Kabuki to Solo. Knife edge chop from Solo to Kabuki. Solo with the distinct size advantage here tonight, with a 60-pound advantage over Kabuki. Kabuki trying to suplex Solo into the ring once again, but Solo was able to float his way out of that. Scrapyard Saint Solo, a KPW original through and through, has been here since the very beginning, since the very first show that KPW's ever run, Spring Stampede, almost a full year ago. Still bringing the fight like he just started yesterday. Overhead strike from Solo to Kabuki. Forearm strikes from Solo to Kabuki. Kabuki reciprocating with a drop kick. Irish whip reversal from Solo. Hip toss. And speaking of Spring Stampede, the 1-year anniversary, where it all started as we march into another year of action. After Destiny this Saturday night on the 22nd, our next monthly special event to follow will be the 2025 Spring Stampede Special on March 29th. Solo picking up a sizable advantage here. Kabuki in a compromised position. Hurricanrana roll-up pin. This could be it. He's got extra leverage on his shoulders, and Kabuki still finds the wherewithal to kick out. He almost had an upset here tonight on War Zone. Still to come, more singles action to come as the director Steven Gilbert goes one-on-one against Popcorn Poppy, a man that we saw earlier on tonight. A man that called out the sauce, challenged him to a barbed wire brawl in 2 weeks' time on War Zone. Head scissors takedown from Kabuki. Waistlock tie up. Kabuki wrapping around, going for a sleeper hold, but Solo is just right there at the ropes. Hurricanrana pinfall attempt, looking to steal one, and Solo kicks out at one. Solo tossing Kabuki out of the ring, looking for a plancha to the outside, but Kabuki wisely avoided the aerial assault from Solo there. Throat thrust from Kabuki to Solo. Kabuki's targeting the legs. Those big ham hocks of the Scrapyard Saint. Spinning heel kicks from both men. Kabuki was a bit faster, however. We knew that the speed of Kabuki was going to be a big factor in tonight's bout. Diving moonsault onto the back of Solo. Here for a spinning elbow strike. Kabuki trying to put Solo to sleep here. Springboard leg drop over the top rope and onto the chest of Solo. Big shot to the chest of Kabuki. Irish whip into the corner. Spinning heel kick. Solo trying to hold Kabuki back, trying to keep him in the corner, but is completely backfired on him. Kabuki striking Solo over the top rope and down to the floor. Solo dodging the acai moonsault attempt and making Kabuki pay for it, going after the legs of Kabuki. The official slap thigh Jones, reaching a 14 count, 15, 16. Kabuki, we're going back to that signature guitar of his, leaving himself open for those rapid fire knee strikes from the Scrapyard Saint Solo. Solo, he's all fired up. He's ready to go. He's ready to put this thing to rest. He's ready to finish off Kabuki here. Looking for the right time, the right place, the right positioning. Kabuki making an excellent counter there. Head scissors takedown. Moonsault from the top right onto the chest of Solo. And these two are at an absolute stalemate. Machi stroke cradle. Kabuki almost stealing the victory here tonight. And the way that Kabuki can just move in between these fabled ropes here tonight, moving with absolute style and grace. Kabuki back to targeting the head of Solo. You know that Solo has been riddled concussion issues over the course of the past year, finally nursing himself back to full health over the course of the fall and winter. Snap suplex from Solo. Spinning heel kick from Solo to Kabuki, catching him right into the chest cavity. Solo looking to go up top here. Missile drop kick, catching Kabuki in the face. Reverse sitting arm bar from Solo to Kabuki. Kabuki trying to tuck up, trying to cover up. Solo getting back to his feet. Both these men are feeling worse for wear here. Back suplex from Solo to Kabuki. Solo tries to buy himself some time to breathe, trying to strategize his next move here against Kabuki. He might have found one hell of an opening here, however. Scrap Buster, center of the ring. Lateral press. This could be it for Kabuki, and it's ball game. An intense back and forth bout here tonight between Kabuki and Solo. One that was high speed, high octane, high intensity. Or it came down to a battle of wit, a battle of determination. Which one of these two individuals was gonna outsmart the other to get the victory here tonight? We knew that Kabuki had the speed advantage going into this bout, but the size advantage of Solo, those extra 60 pounds of beef, made all the difference in the world here as he was able to reclaim his status here in KPW with a massive victory over Kabuki. Congratulations to the Scrapyard Saint, Solo. And coming up next, more singles action to come as the director, Steven Gielberg, goes one-on-one against one of the most determined athletes across all of KPW. A man that is absolutely dead set on staying one step ahead of a man like the Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce. A man that is absolutely determined on being one step ahead of everybody in the game. Popcorn Poppy. It appears that we just got an interruption there, as more rumors begin to float around the arrival of our newest free agent signing, Pando. Big, massive man. A mountain of pain and destruction. Really the perfect fit for any role that Steven Gielberg could think to assign in any kind of production that he puts together. But tonight, Popcorn Poppy competes to stay off the chopping block. Popcorn Poppy strutting and strolling his way down to the ring without the Sauce's Stetson hat. A hat that he retrofitted and redesigned to his own liking. As we saw earlier on tonight, the Sauce reportedly in a frenzy backstage trying to find where Popcorn Poppy stashed away that Stetson. As Steven Gielberg and Popcorn Poppy slugging out in the center of the ring here tonight. Popcorn Poppy very focused, very determined, very hell-bent on sending a message to the Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce, ahead ahead of their bout in 2 weeks' time on Warzone, March 3rd. The second ever barbed wire brawl match. Snap belly to back suplex from Steven Gielberg. Discus elbow from the director, Steven Gielberg. Popcorn Poppy trying to stay ahead of the curve here against the director. Every motion that Popcorn Poppy has to carry from this moment forward cannot be wasted against a man as sick and as sadistic, as rotten to the core as Steven Gielberg. Still to come later on tonight, our main event bout, tag team action. The First Nation, Slarty and Shuko. Getting a bit of a warm-up, getting a bit of a practice run ahead of their tag team championship bout this Saturday night at Destiny. 9-8 Central. Spear from Steven Gielberg to Popcorn Poppy. We're gonna go for a figure four here. Popcorn Poppy, can he reach the ropes? And he makes it. Main event later on tonight, the First Nation take on both #1 contenders to the World Heavyweight Championship, the Viceroy Jedi, watching from the skyboxes here tonight in the Kumite Center. Discus elbow, spear, figure four, going right into that nasty, nasty pattern. Just catching Popcorn Poppy in a loop here tonight. K-Dog and Popo, the question remains to be answered. Will they coexist? Can they work together to overcome the First Nation ahead of their triple threat match at Destiny against the World Heavyweight Champion? Blue Thunder Bomb from Steven Gielberg. And Popcorn Poppy kicks out. Drop kick taking down Steven Gielberg, breaking the eyes of Popcorn Poppy. You know that Steven Gielberg, the director, a master of deception, using the fame, the adoration that he picked up over the past several months from the Kumite faithful as a prop to further his own career. Nothing more and nothing less. We've seen him attack many individuals here in KPW, trying to rake their eyes out week in and week out. If Popcorn Poppy has the willpower, if he has the awareness right now, he's gonna need to cover up those eyes. Like Steven Gielberg was gonna go for the eyes, take advantage of them however he can. Finding it a lot easier to beat a blind man in an ass-kicking contest. Jabs to the back of the neck of Popcorn Poppy, singling out that surgically reconstructed neck of Popcorn Poppy. Back body drop from Popcorn Poppy. Guillotine choke counter from Popcorn Poppy, a brilliant play on behalf of the former KPW Hardcore Champion, the former KPW Twitch Champion. An excellent counter to that spear, using Steven Gielberg's energy and momentum against him. Coming up next, we'll be doing a full rundown of the card this Saturday night. Our next monthly special event, KPW Destiny, 9/8 Central on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. Popcorn Poppy looking to go double knees against Steven Gilbert there, right into the back. Popcorn Poppy, however, was unable to capitalize as he struggles to regain his vision, regain his composure here tonight against the director, Steven Gilbert, here at singles action here tonight on War Zone. Military press drop from the director, cover. And Popcorn Poppy gets the shoulder up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us here tonight, you have missed out on a monumental episode of War Zone so far. A new KPW Hardcore Champion was crowned in our opening bout as Corey Sinclair defeated Ricky Rhombus to become a two-time Hardcore Champion. Just earlier on, we saw Kabuki and Solo slug it out in singles action. Solo emerging victorious in a grueling 10-minute bout. Popcorn Poppy all fired up. He's ready to send a message to the Sauce, however. Both those men unresolved in their differences. Ongoing disputes with a score to settle just 2 weeks ahead of time. And he's got a score to settle with the director, Steven Gilbert, as he snaps, crackles, and pops him across the jaw here. And the director kicks out. Steven Gilbert going low on Popcorn Poppy. More than willing to play dirty if the ends justify the means. Snap jab from Popcorn Poppy, drop kick from Popcorn Poppy to Steven Gilbert. Double knife edge chop from Steven Gilbert, double standing moonsault. Popcorn Poppy stumbling in through the middle ropes there. Precision strike to the gut of Popcorn Poppy, setting him up for a camel clutch there, but Popcorn Poppy's foot was underneath the rope. Slot Dive Jones intervening to call off the submission attempt. Popcorn Poppy trying to rebuild some momentum here. But the director, Steven Gilbert, is just staying on the assault here. Doing anything that he can in his power to neutralize and damn near paralyze Popcorn Poppy. Drop kick sending Steven Gilbert through the ropes. This could be the break that Popcorn Poppy needed. Drop kick sending Steven Gilbert down to the floor. Popcorn Poppy looking to go up top here. Steven Gilbert wisely moving out of harm's way here, retrieving a hockey stick. Popcorn Poppy ahead of the curve here. He's gonna make Steven Gilbert pay dearly for it. Just has to get him within arm's reach here. Steven Gilbert wisely keeping his distance, trying to exhaust all that energy from Popcorn Poppy. As we approach the 10-minute mark in this bout, 10 minutes down and 10 to go. 20-minute time limit rules apply here. Schoolboy cradle from Popcorn Poppy, almost securing the 3 count there. Headlock takeover counter of the belly-to-belly suplex. And just like that, the match is firmly back in control of Popcorn Poppy. Heel kick, counter from Steven Gilbert, drop kick from Popcorn Poppy. Steven Gilbert might have saved himself, or did he? Looking for another snap, crackle, and pop. Lean across the jaw. Popcorn Poppy pulling Steven Gilbert away from the ropes here, hooking the leg. And that's all she wrote for the director. Popcorn Poppy sending one hell of a message to the Sauce. Intense back and forth battle here between two of the Twitch division's brightest stars. Two men that couldn't be any further apart in ideology and in morality. As Popcorn Poppy, a man that ultimately fell short last week of making it to the KPW Twitch Championship bout at Destiny. Still finding another route, still finding his own path to Destiny. Sealing his fate in the center of the ring against the Sauce in 2 weeks' time. In the barbed wire brawl on War Zone. And speaking of Destiny, we got a down of the official card here. The KPW Twitch Championship up for grabs. The aforementioned Rhinestone Cowboy, the Sauce, going one-on-one once again against an old foe of his, the Star Attraction, France's greatest export, the current reigning defending Twitch champion, Pierre Cinema. Also up for grabs at Destiny this Saturday night, the KPW Tag Team Championships, the First Nation who we will be seeing in our main event in a few short moments. Slarty, Shuko challenge the champions Bob and Tape as they gear up to make another quick defense and dominate the tag team division once more. Also confirmed for Destiny, a lethal lottery sprint match where each individual in the bout is confirmed for the lethal lottery match to come on March 29th at our second ever Spring Stampede monthly special event. The winner of each of these lethal lottery sprint matches will advance to a later position in the 20-man lethal lottery match, a position more advantageous to be in, as the later you enter in the match, the better your odds are of overcoming lethal lottery and cashing in, hitting the jackpot on a KPW World Heavyweight Championship match at any point between April 1st and December 31st in 2025. And breaking news, Corey Sinclair making his first hardcore championship defense at Destiny this Saturday night against the Scrapyard Saint solo. A man that's been very prominent in the hardcore division, a man that's almost been positioned to be the face of the hardcore division, looking to earn that spot, looking to seek that mountaintop that he's been clamoring for months on end against the newly crowned two-time KPW Hardcore Champion, Corey Sinclair, a man that has yet to make one successful championship defense here in KPW, having the opportunity to break the curse here in just 5 nights. Also to come, more tag team action at Destiny. Another lethal lottery sprint match as both members of the Boise Boys, David Rush, Hollywood Hannon, take on the team of Ricky Rhombus and Bam Dardino. The winning team, of course, advancing to their own respective spots and slots further and deeper into the lethal lottery match to get closer to the World Heavyweight Championship opportunity that they desire. And speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, the main event in 5 nights at Destiny, triple threat match as Jedi, the Viceroy, takes on 2 hungry challengers in the Heartthrob Popo, in the Pitbull K-Dog, in his next World Heavyweight Championship defense in that historic 100-day plus title reign. Is it all gonna come crumbling and crashing down for him tonight, that night at Destiny? And speaking of Jedi, next week on Warzone, the verdict will be revealed as per the board of directors regarding the controversy surrounding the disappearance of the icon, the man they call Ding, as the investigation has officially concluded. Jedi getting one last chance to clear his name. All next week on Warzone. And speaking of Warzone, our main event, Popo and K-Dog engaging in tag team action here against the First Nation. And as I'm receiving word here, our resident interviewer here, Roger, apparently standing in the back with one half of the KPW Tag Team Champions. Let's get some cameras rolling in our backstage area pronto.
I'm standing here with one half of the KPW Tag Team Champions, the role model. Tape, we'd love to get a word with Bob one of these nights, but it's never a bad time to get a word with you. Have you and Bob been discussing a game plan regarding your upcoming defense this Saturday night against the First Nation?
Game plan? I know that Slarty and Shuko are some tough bastards, but what's going to be left of them after the main event tonight? They got to go up against K-Dog and Popo. The two of them are at each other's throats at this point. They'll team up now because they know a man like Jedi is waiting for the right time to strike. We saw it before at Madhouse, so why wouldn't he make the competition easier this weekend at Destiny? But the point is this. K-Dog and Popo both can't afford to let Slarty or Shuko beat them up too hard. What the First Nation doesn't realize is that those two are going to take out all their frustration from bell to bell on them. So Bob and I won't have too much work cut out for us at Destiny. I beat Slarty last week, so guess what I get to do for a pay-per-view payday? Beat his ass again. Bob is going to overwhelm Shuko by being the naturally pissed-off 300-pound misfit he is. The 22nd is our day to seize, and those tag titles are going to stay around our waists. And maybe sometime soon, Roger, I'll talk Bob into actually doing the talking for once.
Thank you for your time. But speaking of time, it's time for the main event.
Big fight feel coming up here. The First Nation leading the charge, as energized, as motivated as ever before. A mastermind, Sigma Shuko, striking up that initial deal with our reigning defending tag team champions. After they emerged victorious in controversial fashion against the Influence Big Bernard Headman Tommy Tanks, a team that we have not seen since their failed championship opportunity against Bob and Tape. Slarty and Shuko looking to collect here tonight. Looking to collect on Saturday night. The War Machine, Slarty, marching down to ringside. Just never enough bodies for him to stack in the center of the ring. Former KPW Twitch champion, a two-time Twitch champion. This man is ready to bring the heat. But nobody knows how to get heated up like the heartthrob, Popo. Popo, hell-bent on getting the championship rematch that he deserves. Coming so close to winning the championship gold all the way back at Ignition just last month. Super kicking Jedi with not one, not two, but three Texas tees. Before the wild card, Robbie Deuce intervened and made that critical save. A save that cost Popo the world championship. He may have emerged victorious in the record books, but the title does not change by disqualifications. K-Dog, on the other hand, earning his way to this bout at Destiny, just 5 nights away. Overcoming Kabuki at Ignition. An absolute barn-burning 35-minute bout. One for the record books for sure. Popo and Shuko starting off tonight's bout here, our main event of the evening. Popo and K-Dog looking to put their differences aside, but they made it incredibly clear that if they end up laying hands on each other during the bout, it's fair game. Shuko going after both members of the opposing team here, Popo and K-Dog. Low blow from the heartthrob. Forearm smash from Shuko to Popo. Single leg Boston Crab from Popo to Shuko. Popo not widely known for his submission tactics, diving into unexplored territory as opposed to both members of the First Nation. Both men arguably well versed in their submission specialisms. Back suplex from Popo to Slarty as Slarty made the tag. Popo tagging in the Pitbull K-Dog. First Nation having some unresolved business with the Pitbull K-Dog. They were the team that sent K-Dog's initial ascent to the top completely awry. They were the team responsible for kickstarting K-Dog's losing streak, one that he worked very hard to overcome. Being able to wipe the slate clean before the new year. A fate that would lead him directly into the eyesight, the ire, the direction of the heartthrob Popo. And the Viceroy, the world heavyweight champion Jedi, surprisingly absent over the course of the past month. Like we heard earlier on tonight, like we heard from the role model, one half of the KPW Tag Team Champions tape, a man that absolutely believes that the Viceroy is responsible for those attacks all the way back at Madhouse. A serious set of allegations, a serious set of crimes committed that night. Set of crimes that placed our world heavyweight champion Jedi at the center of the lead suspect over the course of the past several months. The sole beneficiary, the sole benefactor of all of this chaos, all this madness. Pop-up cutter from Slarty to Popo. Slarty following up with a vicious, hellacious clothesline. Another clothesline to the back of the head of Popo this time. The tandem offense between K-Dog and Popo seemingly on the same page for now. Back suplex from Popo to Slarty. Irish whip into the ropes. Slarty looking to drop down, but Popo pumps the brakes. Hops over to make the tag to K-Dog, making the most out of that opportunity. Quick thinking on behalf of the heartthrob Popo. K-Dog making the critical tag. Snap jab to the back of the head of Slarty. Slarty attempts to stay focused on the legal man in this bout. You know that a man like Slarty, the War Machine, he would love nothing more than to dismantle both of these opponents here tonight. Both of these tried and true warriors, both of these men carrying on that fighting spirit that we've seen so much in the past. The heart and soul of KPW. A savvy veteran in the heartthrob Popo, a rising star with endless potential in the Pitbull K-Dog. Big boot from Slarty as K-Dog just ran right into that massive soul of Slarty. You still see the rubber imprint on the face of K-Dog here. Pump handle slam, retaliation from K-Dog. Tag made to Popo. Popo was still trying to regain his composure, trying to regain his breath. K-Dog making the early tag out. Taking full advantage of the situation here. If Popo could take the beating here tonight, he will not be as much of a threat as he once was for a man like K-Dog or for Jedi. Ahead of Destiny this Saturday night, February 22nd, 9/8 Central on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. There's a 66% chance this Saturday night that we could see the World Heavyweight Championship change hands. We have never seen any champion successfully defend their title in any sort of multi-man match. The odds are stacked against the Viceroy Jedi. But if we've seen anything from the Viceroy during the course of his World Championship reign, it is that he has broken tradition after tradition on his rise to the top, on his quest to run it all. Shuko in control of the bout on behalf of the First Nation, the legal man, the freshest man of the bout by far. Tombstone pile driver, lateral press here. K-Dog making his way back to his corner of the ring, not the legal man. Shuko and Popo slugging it out. And then comes the War Machine starting to pick up the scraps once again to dish out more crushing damage to the Heartthrob Popo. Kneeling power bomb, rope break call from the referee there. Popo looking to go for a swinging neck breaker on the War Machine. Slarty not even remotely phased. Still packed to the brim with gas in the tank. So full of life, so full of energy, so full of ill intent for the Heartthrob Popo. As he connects Popo with the silencer here. Looks like Slarty was gonna go for a silencer on K-Dog as he was tangled up in the ropes there. A move that might have cost the First Nation the bout here in our main event here tonight. Open palm strike sending K-Dog down to the floor. Scoop slam from the Heartthrob Popo. A knee strike into the stomach region of Popo. Straight hooks from Slarty to K-Dog, knocking down K-Dog. Pop-up cutter from Slarty to Popo. Popo knocked loopy there, knocked into another dimension. Running clothesline from Slarty, another clothesline to the back of the head. Staying consistent on the attack. One head blow after the other. Slarty setting up K-Dog, a potential doomsday device from a courtesy of the First Nation here. Popo surprisingly making a save there for his tag team partner here tonight. He's doing whatever he can to hold up his end of the bargain. Double underhook suplex from K-Dog and Popo working together for once. Tag made to K-Dog. K-Dog and Slarty, the two legal men in this bout, back suplex, center of the ring. K-Dog, we're gonna go for that heel hold, but Slarty was able to scout it, able to keep K-Dog off the trail there, off the scent. Springboard missile drop kick from Shuko as he tags in. And Shuko's clearing house. Back elbow from Shuko to Popo. Tiger bomb from Shuko to Popo. Go for the cover there, but Popo's not the legal man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a star-studded edition of KPW War Zone. If you are just joining us, you have missed out on an incredible night of action as we saw the KPW Hardcore Championship change hands here in our opening bout here tonight. Corey Sinclair, the king of Stego style, becoming a two-time Hardcore champion by defeating Ricky Rhombus in singles action. Also earlier tonight, we saw the Scrapyard Saint solo emerge victorious over Kabuki. Just before more singles action as Popcorn Poppy settled a score, went one-on-one, mano-a-mano against the director, Steven Gilbert, and emerged victorious. Heel hold cinched in deep on the legs of Sigma Shuko. K-Dog looking to go for the tag, but nobody was home. Popo not even anywhere close to the tag rope there. Caesar descent starting to settle in between K-Dog and Popo as they struggle to put away either member of the First Nation. Shuko looking to go for a splash, but K-Dog gets the knees up. K-Dog begrudgingly tagging in Popo, showing no respect. And ladies and gentlemen, the KPW Board of Directors sending word to me here as we speak. Our card next week for another stunning edition of Warzone. As revealed over the course of the past several weeks, the verdict for the KPW World Heavyweight Champion, Jedi Champion or not, next Monday night. Will he be guilty? Will he be held responsible for the disappearance of the icon, the man they called Ding, all those months ago back at Madhouse? German suplex bridge attempt from Shuko to Popo. K-Dog breaking up the pin there, attempting to preserve the record. Lion salt from Shuko. Also confirmed next week on Warzone, Pierre Cinema, the star attraction, Francis Gray's Export, goes one-on-one against Ricky Rhombus in singles action. We will be seeing Corey Sinclair, the King of Stego style, the new two-time KPW Hardcore Champion, go one-on-one against the Holy Pimp Slug Daddy after the events we saw earlier on tonight, that interference during the championship bout. And Corey's attempt to tie up all loose ends. Whether he's able to walk into next Monday night, the Hardcore Champion, is yet to be seen, as he has the Scrapyard Saint solo right behind his tail. Also confirmed for next week's edition of Warzone, the war hero, Sergeant Foxtrot, goes one-on-one against the prize fighter, Venom Artemis, in singles action. And we'll be seeing the Sauce team up with Jim Ross. Once again, the connection in tag team action against Ozone Atmosphere High Velocity, as they make their stunning return to tag team action. Another opportunity for them to rise up the ranks, the same way that we saw the First Nation rise up the ranks, as they continue to make a name for themselves here in the main event of Warzone here tonight, just laying in a beating on K-Dog, laying in the beating on Popo. K-Dog and Popo just struggling to see eye to eye at this point. Lion Tamer locked in, Popo breaking it up for the sake of the match. To preserve that win-loss record, preserve that momentum that he's spent the past several months building up from ground level. He did not make it this far. He did not come this close to the KPW World Heavyweight Championship to have it all come tumbling down here. Doomsday device set up from the First Nation, connected. Cover. Popo right there to break it up, however. Sardi going 2-on-1 against Popo and K-Dog. The Heartthrob and the Pitbull on the same team, but they couldn't be any further from coexisting here tonight. Only looking out for themselves, looking out for each other when absolutely necessary. They lay hands on one another. We know for a fact that it's fair game. Popo making absolutely sure to get that point across. Spinning a roundhouse kick. K-Dog catching Popo in the chest there. And we're beginning to see things break down between K-Dog and Popo. Slarty intervening with that patented lumber of his, that 2x4, cracking Popo over the skull with a 2x4. And now K-Dog on the brute end of the War Machine. Slarty, the receiving end of that strike here. Power bomb. And Slarty folds up the pit bull. Popo had the right idea, trying to neutralize Shuko, trying to make sure that Shuko could tap first. And his heart was in the right place. His mind might have been on cloud 9, however. Shuko not being the legal man of this bout, a submission at that point in time would not have changed the course for the team of K-Dog and Popo. The chemistry on display of the First Nation was enough to pull them across the finish line. The dissension between K-Dog and Popo, as they're bickering, arguing in the center of the ring. As the First Nation just slicks away, making their way up the ramp, arms raised in the air for victory here tonight in our main event of War Zone. The action begins to heat up. You can see the tension in the center of the ring. You can cut the electricity with the knife between K-Dog and Popo. Their issues still unresolved after all these months, constantly running into another. A man like the Viceroy Jedi has to be enjoying this. K-Dog making the opening move on Popo, however. Jedi making his way through the crowd here. We're gonna send a message to both of his challengers ahead of Destiny, soften them up a bit. This right here is quintessential Viceroy strategy at action here. Roundhouse kick sending Popo straight into a sledgehammer from Jedi. Now he's looking to get one in on the Pitbull K-Dog. Jedi's not interested in alliances. He's not interested in forming any kind of alliance ahead of Destiny. We're seeing it on display here in between this pandemonium inside the ring between Jedi, Popo, and K-Dog. We saw it even on a cordial level between him and his former tag team partner, Robbie Deuce, the wild card. The Viceroy Jedi looking to make the most out of the time that he's got left, knowing that this could very well be the last time we see Jedi on Warzone as the World Heavyweight Champion. The challengers singling out the World Champion now. We're gonna give Jedi a taste of his own medicine here tonight. But Jedi's a fresh man. He did not just compete for the past 20 minutes in tag team action. He's looking to take full advantage of the situation. And now Jedi connecting with Texas T on Popo. Popo is lights out. He hasn't moved a muscle here. The advantages of being a fresh man, the advantages of not having to go the distance for 20 minutes against the First Nation here tonight. The advantage of not having a match since the previous KPW World Heavyweight Championship defense. All the way back at Ignition, Jedi in prime conditioning. Now, Jedi setting up K-Dog with a wrist crusher, taking his own move. Insult to injury here. As Jedi just shows both of these challengers no respect. That spinning back fist, knocking out the heartthrob Popo. Jedi clears the ring once again. A second definitive Texas T to the heartthrob Popo. A cruel, brutal reminder of the war they waged all the way back at Ignition last month. Jedi getting the upper hand here tonight, sending the strongest message of them all here. As he tries to show the world that he is more than capable of taking down two challengers at once. Trying to clear his name ahead of Destiny, ahead of next week on War Zone, where he has one final chance to prove his innocence. After the events of Madhouse all the way back in October, the disappearance of Ding, Jedi on a personal vendetta, as mean, as cruel, and as vicious as he's ever been. Making a strong, defiant message ahead of Destiny. That is all the time we have, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Tapey Styles, the only man that can call the action right down the middle, flying solo as always. Wishing you to stay safe, take care, and we will see you this Saturday night for our next monthly special event, Destiny, 9/8 Central, February 22nd on the Team Adhesive Broadcasting Network. Good night, everybody.